Hey guys, welcome back. Gonna continue on with Yearnings, a gay story. I don't really have anything else to say. I just finished that last video. Now I'm going into this. Alright, let's get into it. You take your calc and physics exam on Monday and Tuesday. They're not your best subjects, so you struggle with the exams more than you should. Still, you think you did decently enough to pass. Your parents call Tuesday night and you manage to get them off the phone after only an hour. You contact James during the week, but he's always busy with rehearsal, which is okay because I don't really care. Apparently, his show opens on Saturday. You attempt to buy tickets, but find they're already sold out. You message Dan during the week. You decline his offers to meet up, but still find the conversation interesting. You start to feel like you've misjudged him until he propositions you again, and of course he did. You decline. Carlos continues to be frustrated with his cast and inability to swim. You try to join him for dinner on Wednesday, but decide to spend the evening doing homework instead. You spend the most of the week doing homework, unfortunately have to pass up a game of Power Grid on Thursday. Adam finishes his paper and takes a couple of exams on Thursday. You can tell he feels like he did well on them. He apologizes for being so busy with work recently, but promises you'll do things together again. 29th, you walk out of the calc lecture on Friday to the trees starting to change color. You find yourself they still look green to me. Anticipating seeing the bright reds and oranges of the fall here. You head back to your room to see what people are up to. You unlock your computer. You have some messages from Nick. Hi, Sean. Hannah and Jake are busy. Dinner and game? Adam walks in the door with Carlos. Hey, Sean. We're going to see a movie. You should join us. You're ahead enough on homework that you could probably take the evening off. Yeah. That sounds like fun, actually. You follow them out the door. The three of you walk across campus to the theater. So, what movie are we seeing? I don't know. I don't think anything good's come out recently. Whoa. Okay. The struggle is real sometimes, guys. What can I say? Jackass 2. Dude, you would want to see that, wouldn't you? Come on, Chico, it'll be great. I don't think I want to sit through 2 hours of people hitting each other with boards. Why don't we see Open Season then? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Chico, dude, that's like a kid's film. Better than dudes in shopping carts. You arrive at the theater and look up at the list of movies. Yeah, I still don't see anything else interesting. Ooh, you're making me choose. I guess I really should start getting into this, huh? Jackass 2 it is. Yeah, 2-1. Adam sighs. Fine. You enter the theater, which is mostly empty. Carlos, this place is basically empty. Why are you watching this? It just means we get the best seats for ourselves. You find seats in the back row. So, snacks? Milk duds. 1 nachos for you. Sean, want anything? I actually always get nachos, so large nachos and a popcorn then. Back in a bit. So, how were your exams? Did well enough, I suppose. Well, that's all you really need, right? I should study for exams too. Have them coming up in genetics next week. Dominant, recessive, that's all you need to know, right? Mostly dominant. Back, short line this time. He hands out the food and takes his seat. Sorry, I've been so busy lately. Yeah, what is it with you and being responsible anyway? You should be more like me. And not give a shit? Yeah, Chico, that's where it's at. Adam shakes his head. Dude, we're going to be seniors together at this rate. Well, I'm not failing any of my classes. Yet. Somehow. Carlos shrugs. Sometimes I don't know how we're friends, dude. Aw, you know you love me. He makes kissy faces at Adam. Dude, ew, get away from me. He's shaking his head but laughing as Carlos grabs his shoulder and pretends to kiss him on the cheek. The lights dim, and the previews start. Prime making out time, Chico. Uh-huh. Too bad you didn't drag some chick along with you, huh? You're going to have to settle for Sean over there. Oh, yeah. Come here, Sean. Let's get it on. As much as you would like that, you smile and shake your head. He laughs and pats your shoulder. Someone from the audience shushes you. Jeez, it's just previews, dude. The movie starts. It's surprisingly enjoyable. You're not sure why watching a bunch of guys being dumb is so entertaining. Soon, the movie ends. Well, that's 90 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Aw, come on, Chico. That was great. I'm not sure what dictionary you're using. Also, I blame you for this, Sean. Psh, whatever. Sean just has great taste. I do. I do have pretty great taste. So, dinner? You go to the yard, and they order the usual pineapple jalapeno pizza. Conversation flows freely, and you're reminded of how you've been missing spending time with Adam. Indeed. Carlos teases the two of you all night, and you keep wishing you could find the courage to tell him how you feel. Yeah, like that would go over well. Soon you're finishing up the pizza, and Carlos contemplates dessert. You should get dessert, you should get dessert. Also, let me pay for this. Should we split the check? Aw, Sean, you shouldn't. We dragged you here. Well, his mom is always worrying about him eating enough. He shrugs. We can always split the check if you want. Carlos orders dessert, and you grab the check when it comes and pay. Yeah. Well, then, thank you, dude. That was nice of you. He looks at Carlos. You have chocolate on your cheek. Just saving it for later. Adam shakes his head, and all of you part ways. You walk with Adam back to your room. This was nice. Glad you came along. Yeah, we should check the listings beforehand. You arrive back at your room. I think I'm going to listen to some music before bed. He sits at his desk and puts on his headphones. You unlock your computer. Sean, how was your day? Yeah, your... Damn it, I thought I had it right. How are you not failing? You spend some time talking to her before noticing Adam getting ready for bed. You decide that's probably a good idea for you as well. September 30th. You wake up early Saturday. The sun is barely in the sky. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Surprisingly, you have messages from Dan. Just wanted to say sorry I keep bothering you. I know I come on strongly, and I know you're not interested. So I'll leave you alone, but send me a message sometime if that ever changes. It's not. That's awfully nice of him. Adam rolls over and opens his eyes. Good morning, Sean. There's a knock at the door, and you open it. Good morning, Sean. Chico. Adam yawns. Dude, what time is it? Carlos shrugs. Breakfast and running time. Adam sighs, but doesn't protest, and quickly gets dressed. Well, that... You coming, Sean? I didn't realize I was invited. Carlos laughs. Dude, Sean, you're always invited. Yeah, that sounds fun, actually. You head out the door with them. You go to the yard and get a pancake pizza. Carlos insists on jalapenos even though Adam says they don't go with bacon. You and Adam both veto the pineapple. Thank God. So, running after this? Dude, we're going to be full of food. All the better for burning it off. All the better for projectile vomiting. Adam's right. He's right. You have puked that up. Especially... Whew. Yeah, just thinking about it. Or appendicitis. I don't have an appendix anymore, so I can't have it. You're not supposed to exercise so soon after eating. Well, excuse me, el doctor. Quiero correr. Oh, God. My Spanish is just not there. You guys can read it. Adam sighs. Let's walk around a bit for after breakfast, at least at first. Soon you finish eating. Dude, you always pay. Let us treat you for once. You grab the bill when it arrives. Over their protest. Well, thank you, Sean. Should we head out and walk for a bit? Carlos reluctantly joins the two of you for a walk around campus. Why reluctantly? At least we can still do this. Soon it'll be too cold. I don't know, it feels kind of cold now, and it's not even October. Well, excuse me, Mr. California. Dude, you're from Costa Rica. Does it even go below 60 degrees there? I hope you mean Fahrenheit, but not really, no. But you're right, it is a little chilly. He folds his arms in front of himself, and the three of you walk around campus for a bit. Chico, I need to run. It's too cold for this. Fine, but if our appendices burst, I'm blaming you. Again, I don't have to worry about that. My appendix is not going to burst, because I don't have one. I'm running. Sounds good to me. The three of you run around campus for a bit. Adam is faster than you and Carlos and keeps having to circle back for the two of you. Too slow, dude. Shut up, Chico. You eventually make a stop for water. You sit on a bench, panting. Adam sits next to you. I'm impressed, Sean. Carlos sits next to you and throws his arm over your shoulders. It's sweaty, and you're sweaty, but it still feels good. Yeah, sure. Sean sure can run. Slow, deep breaths, if you can. Also, walk around a bit instead of stopping immediately like that. You get up and walk in circles while Carlos watches. Oh, he's watching me. I think I'm actually going to hit the gym. Nah, dude, now it's time for sleep. Adam shakes his head. I'll never understand you, dude. Adam heads towards the student center and Carlos heads back toward the house. Appendix sticker. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little, sad. You consider your lunch options. It's lunch, right? Yeah. You quickly grab a sandwich and return to your room to get some work done. You spend the afternoon finishing up a paper for history. Adam returns partway through the afternoon. You spend the rest of the afternoon playing Tetranet with him. He eventually has to leave for an appointment, and you consider your dinner options. You head to the buffet, you grab an empty table and start eating. Nick, Jake, and Hannah walk in and spot you. Oh, I forgot about Jake. Hey, Sean. They grab plates of food and join you. Nice coincidence meeting you here. Jake, what is that? Jake is eating what looks like a large glop of neon green and orange cream. I don't know. It's good, though. Is that the thing labeled blueberry custard crumble? Probably. That doesn't look like food, man. Also, isn't that dessert? Jake shrugs. It's good. Hannah shakes her head. Anyway, you finish your food and all head back to your rooms. Adam is back listening to music and reading something that doesn't seem to be a textbook. He nods at you when you enter. You unlock your computer. James doesn't appear to be online, which doesn't surprise you when you remember there's an evening show as well tonight. You talk to Janet. So, how was your friend's show? Didn't go, couldn't get tickets. Oh, that's sad. How was your day then? She tells you that she's talked to Lisa about Tom and that Lisa has given her blessing. So what's the problem? Ask him out. I'm scared. What if he says no? Then he says no. Better than sitting around waiting like you're doing. You're. And I'm not sitting around waiting. Sure you're not. You talk some more before deciding it's time for bed. Adam takes off his headphones when he notices you getting changed. Bed? I think so. I'm just going to finish this chapter. It's been a while since I've just read for fun. He turns on his desk light, but good night. You crawl into bed and quickly fall asleep. Sunday, October 1st. You wake up a little later, Sunday morning than Saturday. Adam is still asleep, snoring softly in his bed. You quietly roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Janet seems to be offline. You vaguely wonder if she's going to ask Tom out today. You consider your options for the day. James is probably busy all day with his show. You could see if Carlos is free or for something. You could also wait for Adam to wake up and see if he's free. You know, I'm starting to really wonder if I should just do this whole Carlos thing. My issue with that is that I've missed so many point opportunities, because that's how these games typically work, right? You have to have a certain amount of points. And I'm sure that I've already missed all of them. Well, at least up to this point. Because I've been focusing on Adam so much. We're going for Carlos now. We've changed our minds, folks. It's okay. It's a game. We can do that. You get dressed and head to the house to try and find Carlos. The front door of the house is open when you get there. You knock, but no one answers. Go home and go find him. You walk into the building. Elliot is passed out in the entryway. The scent of alcohol around him. He seems to be breathing, though. You make your way through the common room. The common room is filled with people, men and women, in various states of undress. They all seem to either be asleep or passed out. The stench of vomit and alcohol fills the air. Ugh. You look around, but you don't see Carlos. You do see more of Lay and Ashley than you ever needed to. You head back outside and over to the basketball court. Carlos is there, shooting a basketball with one arm. It doesn't seem to be going very well. He looks surprised to see you. Hey, Sean. What are you doing here? I'm surprised you're not passed out too. He shrugs. I wasn't here. I don't drink really. Doesn't seem worthwhile, at least not in excess. So, what are you doing here? I was looking for you. Well, here I am. I was going to get some breakfast. I think Chef is passed out somewhere too. You should join me. The two of you head to the yard. Pancake pizza, the best thing. I don't know why other places don't have them. So, pineapple jalapeno? You decline the pineapple jalapeno, and he instead orders a sausage and bacon pancake pizza. So, you're up early. Woke up early and couldn't fall back to sleep. Sean, when that happens, you just lie there. Better to try to sleep than to be up. Weren't you up really early yesterday? He shrugs. Had to clear my head, and now it's clear. The food soon arrives. The two of you eat in silence. He pays when the bill comes over your protest. I should probably get back to the house. Some of the guys are probably up by now, and we have to clean. But, good to have breakfast with you. He heads back to the house, and you head back to your room. Adam is awake when you return, working on some homework. Hey, Sean. I'm probably just doing homework this morning, but you're welcome to join me for lunch at the house. Assuming the house is still there. I think they had a party last night. That sounds good. Awesome. You spend the rest of the morning doing physics. Soon Adam stretches and looks at you. Ready for lunch? The two of you head to the frat house. The house smells like bleach and cleaner when you enter. You find it a distinct improvement from the scent of alcohol from earlier in the morning. Hey, Adam. He throws Adam a brush. You and Sean can go scrub the dining room. Dude, this place is disgusting. Steve shrugs. 6 hours party last night. You follow Adam into the dining room. The room is in worse shape than the common room was in the morning. At least there aren't any passed out people here anymore. Adam sighs. I'm getting too old for this. I hope no one died last night from alcohol poisoning. Carlos walks into the room carrying a mop and bucket. Hey, Chico. Dude, how can you stand this? Carlos shrugs. Duty calls. He starts mopping the floor. Dude, we have to clean the tables first, or you're just going to have to mop again. Right. He grabs a brush from the corner. Sean, you probably went to get lunch elsewhere. You really shouldn't help with this mess. And it looks like this is going to be finished anytime soon. What? I would have totally helped. You decide to head to the buffet for lunch. Hannah, Nick, and Jake are there already. Hey, Sean. You sit next to Nick, trying to ignore the way he smells. You find you rather like the way he smells. Oh. So what are our afternoon plans? I should probably do some homework. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, stupid responsibility. We could go to work together in the library. I could do that. I have afternoon plans already, or I would. You finish eating and head back to the frat house. The door is open when you arrive, and a bunch of brothers seem to be carrying out buckets of dirty water. Adam is among them. Oh, hey, Sean. Still cleaning. Did you need something? Do you need help? He shakes his head. Thanks, but this really isn't your mess to deal with. You should go get some work done or something. I'll see you. No. Still cleaning. You should go get some... You head back to your room and start working on some calc and physics homework. Later in the evening, Adam returns with some sandwiches. Oh, good, you're here. I brought you a sandwich. Sorry lunch didn't work out. He sighs and sits at his desk, eating his sandwich. That was an interesting day. I don't think I've ever cleaned up so much vomit in my life. I don't know why people do these things. I agree, Adam. He sighs again. I'm just going to listen to music or something. He puts on headphones and leans back in his chair, lost in thought. You unlock your computer. Sean, I asked Tom out, and he said yes, and we're going on a date tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. So how was your day? You talk to her for a little while until Adam pulls off his headphones. He shakes his head. I'm sorry. I'm just really tired. Cleaning up vomit all day is not my idea of a good time. I'm just gonna go to bed. He goes to bed, and you wish Janet a good night as well. Sleep comes easily. Monday starts off uneventfully. You sit in your programming lecture with Jake, Hannah, and Nick and watch Professor Lee talk about sorting. At the end, Jake quickly leaves without saying anything to you. Oh. Hey, Nick, Sean? Yeah? Are you doing anything tonight? Homework. Why? She nods. Jake wants to talk to the two of you after class. Is that in that grassy area? It works for me. I'll be there. Thanks, Sean and Nick. The rest of the day proceeds quickly, and soon you find yourself meeting up with Hannah and Jake. Jake looks like he's shaking, because he's going to tell Nick. He's going to tell him. Hey, Sean. You okay, Jake? He manages to smile at you. Hi, Sean. Nick soon arrives. Hey, sorry I'm a little late. Got caught up at the end of class. He looks at Jake. Jake, are you okay, man? Jake looks at him. I have to go. He turns to leave. Jacob John Jacobson. What? That's his name? Jacob John Jacobson. Oh, okay. That's not my name. I know, but I don't know your real name. Natasset? Okay then. Natasset John Jacobson. Close enough. You are not leaving until you say what you're going to say. If you don't, I will, and I don't think you're going to like that very much. Okay. He looks at you and manages a slight smile. He stares at the ground. Jake, it's fine. Seriously, you're not failing your classes or something, right? No, I'm not failing my classes. Shush, Nick. No, men? There is silence. Somehow expressing agreement was easier than actually saying the words, but you can still feel your heart racing. Hannah stares at you. Nick starts laughing. Jake, dude, I thought you were going to say you were dying or something. But, cool, I guess. For both of you? Jake visibly relaxes. As long as we're having a coming out party here, I should say I'm straight. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You notice Jake seems to be saddened by this. You feel a slight pang of sadness yourself. Hannah laughs. Me too. I'm straight too. So, thanks for coming, all. Really though, happy for you both. Jake looks at you and smiles, still nervous, and you think back to all of the conversations you've had over the past weeks. You feel like the two of you have grown close, having bonded over the exhilaration of coming out and finding someone to talk to about things. It also makes you wonder if maybe there's the potential for something more there. You do, after all, find him rather attractive. You also wonder how much he's still hung up on Nick. You hold his gaze, and he looks at you confused. Oh, God. Oh, God. I did not expect this right here. If this doesn't go well, I'm gonna go backwards and just don't ask Jake out because oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ugh. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Actually, I want to say something. More like ask something. Jake, will you, uh, be my boyfriend? The words come out in a jumble and you're not sure if he understood them. He stares at you for what seems like an eternity. You feel your heart beating and an ever-increasing sense of dread. Then he smiles. Yes, I'd like that. Hannah squeals. Well, we'll leave you two alone. She and Nick wander off smiling. I barely did anything. Jake walks closer to you. So, hi. He smiles. You think he's adorable when he smiles. The two of you sit in the grass next to each other. I've never done this before. Any of this. My parents never wanted me to date anyone. Any girls, I mean. I'm not sure how they would have reacted to me dating a guy. Probably thrown a fit and kicked me out. I've never done this before either. Then we can figure this out together. I'm glad for that. He sighs. I'm not sure how comfortable I'll be at first with things. He cautiously places his hand on yours. I didn't see this coming, Jake, but I love it. I want to hold your hand and kiss you and things. It's just, it scares me. We'll go whatever speed makes you comfortable. That's nice. Also, you can, tell Adam and Janet if you want. I guess I'm just nervous in general. The two of you spend some time talking about yourselves and your lives. Just being around him and talking with him makes you happy. A bit later, Jake remembers that he had to go to office hours and finish up some homework. He runs back to his room, apologizing for cutting things short. You watch him go, feeling a happiness you're not sure you can describe. Silver key. A key made out of something. You return to your room. Adam is there, reading a textbook. He looks up at you as you enter. Whoa. What's up with the beard suddenly? Hey, Sean. You, look happy. Jake and I are dating now. Oh, well, congratulations. That's awesome. You unlock your computer. For some reason, you feel compelled to share the news with James first. Maybe because you feel like he's some sort of advisor to you. I want to let you know I'm dating my friend now. Hey, and thank you for your words. That's good. Congratulations. Glad if I helped somehow. You have some messages from Janet. Sean, date tonight, so nervous. Jake and I are dating. Ah! Wait, what? The phone rings and you answer. Sean, what happened? We're dating. Well, yes. Details, Sean. You spend some time telling her about your afternoon. I feel... That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I hope my date with Tom goes well tonight. I really like him. He's going to love you. Aw, thanks, Sean. You talk to her for a while before she has to leave for her date. You spend the rest of the evening doing homework. You grab a sandwich for dinner and work on homework with Adam. Janet messages you later, telling you the date went well and gushing about Tom. You're extremely happy for her. Jake also sends you some messages apologizing for being so busy. You think it's adorable. Soon you decide it's time for bed. You sleep extremely well. Oh, that's nice. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday fly by. Classes are uneventful. Janet continues gushing to you about Tom. They go on their second date on Thursday. You're extremely happy for her. You don't see Carlos much during the week, although he does stop by your room to drag Adam to dinner a couple of nights. You decline the invitation. The thought that the house could still smell like vomit turns your stomach. You spend the evenings with Jake doing homework together. You often catch him looking at you, and he always blushes when you do. You think it's adorable. He also grows more comfortable touching you and holding hands while working on physics homework. It makes it really difficult to write. You find the trade-off worth it. You try to hold his hand in public, but he jerks it away and apologizes. You think he's still not comfortable with the whole thing. You head back to your room after classes. You unlock your computer. Sean, date night was amazing. How are you and Jake? Not bad. You talk to Janet a bit before figuring you should get dinner. Hey. Hey yourself. Dinner? Convince Nick to go to buffet. I'm not sure that's food. You know you love it. Fine, but only for you. You head to the buffet. Jake, Hannah, and Nick already have a table there. Hi, Sean. You sit next to him. He smiles and squeezes your hand under the table. This was a mistake. Why did I agree to this? How did you get me to agree to this? Jake laughs. But you like the buffet. Sometimes, when it's actually serving food, I don't think Hawaiian pig roast night qualifies as food. But roast pig. That thing isn't pig, man. He stares at a large carcass rotating on a spit in the corner. I'm not even sure that's meat. Jake smiles at you, squeezing your hand. I bet Sean likes pig. How dare you? He's probably right. Hey, no fair, pulling boyfriend privilege. This is between you and me, man. Hannah laughs and shakes her head. Oh. He tenses for a bit, then relaxes. He entwines his fingers in yours. Ah. Sean knows how to stay out of this. He stares at his plate. Well, whatever it is, it's good. The four of you finish eating and Nick and Hannah head back to their rooms. Jake follows you back to yours. When you ask him what's up, he just shrugs, then cautiously takes your hand under the cover of darkness. You arrive back at your room. Adam is there working on some homework. He smiles at the two of you. Oh, just pretend I'm not here. Adam laughs and grabs his headphones. Seriously, as long as you're not going to start having sex, I really don't care. And even then, I'm sure I'd make it somehow. Jake turns red and Adam turns away from you, listening to music. Jake takes both of your hands in his and looks into your eyes. I'd really like to kiss you now. I don't feel like I could be very forceful with him. You take him by surprise and he makes a small squeaking noise before he leans into you. Worth it. His arms wrap around your neck and then he's kissing you and you're kissing him. It's one of the most amazing things, and it's only your first kiss. He breaks and smiles, then lays his head against your chest. You wrap your arms around him, and he sighs, happily. Thank you. The two of you stand there for a moment, wordlessly. You can feel his heartbeat from his back. You imagine he's listening to yours. I should probably do work, but if you don't mind me doing it here... You spend the rest of the evening doing homework with Jake sitting on your bed. He sporadically reaches over and rubs your arm. You stand and kiss him again, and he flails before his hands find your head and hold you there. Eventually, he decides he should head back to his room to sleep, and you bid him good night. Adam turns and smiles at you. Well, that was a productive night. Probably off to bed, though. You decide this is probably a good idea as well. You have your most restful night all week. You startle awake Saturday morning from a dream about Jake. You can still feel his lips on yours. Part of you is frustrated at moving so slowly, but mostly you're happy and glad the two of you are sharing this journey together. It's still mostly dark outside. Adam snores softly from his bed. You lie there for a while, staring at the ceiling, willing yourself to fall asleep again. Eventually, you succeed and drift back to sleep. Still Saturday. When you wake up again, the sun is up, and Adam is awake and doing homework at his desk. Dude, you roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Sean, Tom and I are officially dating. What were you doing before wasn't dating? What you were doing before wasn't dating. Were you going on date? We were going on dates, not dating. Well, congrats then. I'm happy for you. Your phone rings and you jump at the noise. It's your parents. Sean, how have you been, sweetie? We haven't talked to you in a week. Did we wake you up? It's not that early, is it? And he's a couple of hours ahead. So, how are you doing? How are classes? Have you met a girl yet? Ooh. Oh, they don't know. Ooh. Yeah. We all know that feeling. Don't we? For some reason, your heart drops at the question. Jake's recent bravery makes you wonder if it's time to tell your parents. Yes. Besides, you are dating Jake now. Not yet. Also, I have something to I have to tell you something. Oh, did you notice what your... Honey, let him talk. Sorry. I just have a lot of... Sean, what is it? You take a deep breath. Sean, we love you. You can tell us anything. You're not failing your classes, are you? You need to study, honey. Right, sorry. What is it, Sean? You sit there, the words stuck in your throat. You don't notice Adam and jump when his hand touches your back. He smiles at you and nods. This guy. Mom, Dad, I'm gay. And there's silence. You feel like Adam's hand on your back is the only thing keeping you grounded in reality. Well, then, have you met a guy yet? I bet there are some cute ones there. Honey! Sorry, I like to know what my boy's up to. You can practically see your dad shaking his head over the phone. Sean, we love you. We'll always love you. You must look relieved or something, because Adam smiles at you again and returns to his desk. God, this is hitting me all in the feels today, guys. Oh. I won't pretend. I won't pretend I understand. Dear? Well, I don't. But that doesn't change the fact that you're our son, and we'll always love you and support you. You feel a tear fall off your nose. You hadn't even realized you were crying. I'm also seeing someone. Oh! Well, tell us about him, Sean. What's he like? Does he eat properly? Oh my god. I don't want my son dating some anorexic guy who's just skin and bones. I want some meat on that boy. Yeah, oh god. Honey, do we need to send you money? You can take him out to eat. Honey, you tell them about Jake and about the two of you. You're pretty sure Jake has no problem eating enough. Your mom seems pleased by this information. The conversation goes well from there, and soon your dad is dragging your mom off the phone. Bye, sweetie. Bye, Sean. We love you. Tell your history, prof. You sigh. That was quite a conversation. You feel an immense sense of relief as well. Rainbow flag! Adam turns to you, grinning. Your parents sound like quite a handful. Also, sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. Congrats. That's a big step, dude. I bet it feels good. Wow. He returns to his work, and you return to your chat with Janet. Sorry, here. Parents just called, and I just came out to them. Sean, I'm so happy for you. You talked to her for a bit before she excuses herself to go shopping with Lisa. You figure you should ping Jake anyway. Hey, things? I like things. I like things too. Meet in Student Center? Sounds good. You quickly get dressed, say goodbye to Adam, and head to the Student Center. Jake and Hannah are there. Ooh, I like what he's wearing. With a bag of games and a square table. I assumed things meant games, although I probably wouldn't mind doing some other things. Jake! Kissing. I meant kissing. He turns red. Anyway, Nick should be here soon. Let's play a game. Jake silently pulls out a selection without making eye contact with you. Nick isn't here. Set. The three of you play set for a bit. You feel like you're getting better at the game. You notice Jake staring blankly at the cards. Set. She looks over at Jake. Are you okay, Jake? I don't know what to tell my parents. He shakes his head. I don't think I can do that. I told my parents today. Sean, that's so awesome. I take it things went well, but, Jake, take things as you feel comfortable. I'm sure Sean here agrees. Yeah, don't feel like you have to do anything. It's your story. You come out when you're good and ready. Thanks, Sean. I mean, at some point I should tell them. I just can't do it yet. Nick walks up. Hey, sorry I'm late. We finished a round of set. Well, good thing I was late then. So, game? Ugh, Diamond. Yes, mommies, grandmommies. This is not my favorite part of this. My, look at how you've grown. Growing snakes. Take more risks. You push your luck in the game and end up finding a good balance between risk and reward. Nick pushes his luck too far and dies in most of the rounds. In the end, you beat out Jake by a few gems. That was close. Yeah. Nick, what was that? I wasn't expecting snakes. No one ever expects the Spanish snake quisition. Something else? Whatever. Yes, meet me. Beep beep. I'm a robot. Exterminate, exterminate. Squeak squeak. Oh my god, I'm joining in now. Death, death? I suppose that's a good onomatopoeia, as any for dying mice. You build cities for a bit. Soon you find yourself short on meeples, but needing to join up with a crucial field. You can use your last meeple, but you'll be unable to store new things until you get one back. Save them for later. You save your last meeple. It ends up being a good move as Hannah joins into the field again and outright controls it. You use your saved meeple on a monastery you draw. You lose to Hannah, but barely. Yay! It was that big field. Although I'm not sure why you put another meeple in it. Insurance. It looked like Sean was going to join in. I think it's probably time for lunch. Buffet? If we must. The four of you head to the buffet. The lunch is surprisingly edible. Food? No, that wasn't a question. It's more like food. For once I agree with you. This is food. The pizza actually isn't burnt. She takes a bite. It's also not uncooked. What is happening in this place? Soon you finish eating. So, more games? More games sound good. The four of you head back to the studio. Oh my god. So, what should we play? You've got me out. Ding. You really need a new line for this. This is a game where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Oh, I love this. That was one of my favorite shows when I was in middle school. Next up, Scenes from a Hat. I'm Drew Carey. I don't care because the points don't matter. Except I'm pretty sure the points do matter. Ding. You deliver mail for a while. Anna manages to build an early route through most of the white cities. However, you pick a bunch of length-based points. You have an opportunity to end the game by obtaining the final carriage. You could also keep going and try to collect all of the colors for more points. End the game now. You end the game. The extra point for ending the game puts you over the top, and you beat Hannah by 1 point. Aw, that was pretty close. Wasn't expecting Sean to end the game then. Never forget about the +2 scoring ability. Yeah, more! Bonanza. Yes, I like beans. You like food in general. I like food. Even red hot chili beans? Especially red hot chili beans. You plant beans for a while. It's your turn, and you are one black-eyed bean away from maxing out the category. Unfortunately, you'll be forced to plant a worthless garden bean during your next turn if you don't get rid of it first. Jake looks like he needs the garden, but it'll also be a lot of points for him if you trade. You harvest the black-eyed beans and start the field again the next turn. You're able to trade additional black beans and have another good harvest. You beat Jake by a single coin. Aw, Sean, I think Jake is going to break up with you now. We'll call it Beangate. Shush. You found the blue bean card. It's probably dinner time. Burgers? It's too cold to eat outside. I can grab food and bring it back in here. That sounds good. Fries. Of course. If they're not horrible, get me some fries too. I trust your judgment. Fries. She looks at Jake. I don't trust your judgment. Fries. Nick leaves with your ID cards to buy dinner. So, how are you two? Good. I'm really happy for the two of you. Really. If I can't have you, at least someone awesome can. You blush. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. He smiles at you and cautiously puts his hand on top of yours. Nick returns with burgers and a single container of fries. Fries! Enjoy, man. What is that? Guess. The fries are green and purple. Spinach and blueberry? Jake tries one. Actually, that could be right. Kale and blackberry, actually. But that's surprisingly close. These are really good. Hannah tries one. Actually, I don't really mind these. I probably wouldn't order them, but they're not as terrible as usual. Fries! The three of you eat quickly. Afterward, Hannah and Nick leave for their rooms. Jake follows you back to yours. Adam is there reading a book. Jake follows you into the room. Hi, Sean. Jake. He returns to his reading. Jake smiles, taking your hands in his and looking at you. Then he's kissing you. You wrap your arms around his back and pull him closer. He makes a squeaky noise and then relaxes against you. It feels really nice. He breaks and lays his head on your chest, arms around your back. This is nice. I really like kissing you, if that isn't weird. You're not sure why anyone would find that weird and tell him so. Good. I should probably go do some work, but thanks. I had a nice day with you. He heads out and you sit at your desk feeling happy and content. You unlock your computer. I think I bought too much. Tom took both of us out for ice cream. It was really nice. I'm glad he and Lisa still get along. That's really good. Yeah. I'm glad it's not awkward at all. Yeah. I was worried it would be weird, but everything seems to be fine. You talk to her for a bit and work on some calculus problems before you decide going to bed. Adam switches on his desk lamp when he sees you getting changed. Good night, Sean. You fall asleep quickly. I gotta take a drink of water. You wake up reasonably early Sunday morning. The sun is out and Adam is sitting at his desk reading. You roll out of bed and unlock your computer. Hey, breakfast? That sounds nice. Where? Heard of this new place. They have pancake pizzas. I've been meaning to take you there. You quickly get dressed and head out. You meet Jake at the yard and quickly get seated. I'm excited. It's like breakfast food with a customizability of pizza. Apparently, they're just pizza-sized pancakes and you eat them in slices. You think he's adorable when he's excited. The two of you agree on an extra large sausage and egg pancake pizza. As you sit and wait for food, his hand cautiously finds yours under the table. He smiles. Hi. Ooh. I feel like kissing him might, but this might be okay. He stiffens when you do so. He moves. Oh. Sorry, I just can't yet. Okay, let's go back. You've been tying your fingers with his. So, I should probably do some homework after this. We can work together if you want. Maybe board games this afternoon? The food arrives and Jake's face lights up, the huge pancake placed in front of you. The two of you eat in a comfortable silence. You give up after a few slices and sit and watch Jake devour the rest of it. He finishes the last bite and sits back in his seat smiling. That was amazing. We should come here more often. You pay the bill and the two of you walk outside. So, homework for a bit? The two of you head back to your room. So, he shuts the door behind him and walks up to you, holding your hands in his. Then he's kissing you, his arms wrapping themselves around you. Your hands find his hair, pulling him closer, and he makes a happy noise. Is this happening? Is this happening? You break for breath, and he lays his head on your chest. That's nice. I like kissing you. A little too much. Kiss him again. He holds his head and looks into your eyes. He stares back, smiling. His eyes are really pretty. You pull him close and kiss him again, and he inhales sharply and leans into you. It's slow and amazing, and you don't think you've ever been so turned on in your life. You break and he stands against you. Can we snuggle for a bit? You climb into your bed and he joins you, head on your chest and arms around you. The two of you lie there for a bit, content. We probably should actually do homework though. The two of you spend the morning working on homework. Soon it's time for lunch. You decide to grab a sandwich and take advantage of the unusually warm weather. Jake gets tuna fish, and the two of you sit together in the grass. Adam walks by with a sandwich and notices the two of you. Hey! He sits next to you on the grass. You just finished up at the gym, was just grabbing a sandwich and going back to study. How are you two doing? How are the two of you? Have a good morning? Good. Got a lot of homework done. The three of you eat your sandwiches. It's so warm today, it's weird. Anyway, I should get to the library. See you later tonight. I should go check up on Nick. I'll talk to you online. He heads back to his room and you head back to yours. You unlock your computer. Hi, Sean. Sick of work? Sick of work. Games? Hey, Nick is up for games now. I don't want to play games. This sounds like fun. Awesome. See you at the student center. You head to the student center. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Sean. You take a seat next to him. He holds your hand and smiles at you. Wow, he's getting more confident. I like it. So what should we play? Power grid. Oil trash. That seems will be burned trash. It does blah blah blah. There is more, unfortunately. Angel's sleeping. And her tail's like going crazy right now. Unfortunately, you're joined by Hannah, which limits both of you in early expansion. You buy out resources as much as you can and hurt others. Unfortunately, Nick starts using nukes, which you can't hoard. He manages to get a lead that no one else can catch up to. Nice job. Something else? Diamond. Eek. Lava, 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 lava. B. I don't think I like that very much. Bzz, bzz, bzz. You start playing the game. The first few rounds have terrible luck, and no one has any gems. In the fourth round, you have a good collection of gems, but a few traps are out already. Jake does 2. Nick ultimately ends up winning, and Hannah is close second. That was close. That was a weird start, though. It's probably about time for dinner. Burgers, I like burgers. The four of you head for burgers. Pineapple jalapeno fries. Fries. Jake gets fries. The rest of you get burgers. You sit in the grass to eat. Jake sits with us like, ooh. Going slow with him is good. Jake sits with his leg against yours and smiles at you. Aw. He scoots away from you a bit. Ugh. Hannah? No, that was cute. I think you're embarrassing him, Hannah. Jake eats his sandwich silently. Right. Sorry. So I think I'm going to do some homework after this. Yeah, I probably should too. You soon finish eating. Well, that was fun. I'll see you tomorrow in class. He and Hannah head back to their rooms while Jake follows you back to yours. You found a collectible. Adam is there when you return studying. Hey, Sean, Jake. He turns his back to you and puts his headphones on. Jake blushes silently. He wraps his arms around you and kisses you. You break and hold him against you. I should probably go, but today was nice. I'll see you tomorrow. He leaves and you unlock your computer. Sean, I don't know what to do about Tom. I thought things were going well. They are. I don't know if I should sleep with him. I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer that. Given Jake. You spend the time talking to her, you're not sure that your conversation really helps her, but it seems to make her happy at least. Soon you figure it's time for bed. You sleep well that night. Okay. So this took a turn that I didn't really expect. I did not expect to be dating by the end of this episode. Well, at least not Jake. I'm kind of happy with that, but because he's adorable, but still, I didn't expect it. Now, going slow with him is great. It's working out well. Yeah. So I know last episode I said that I was kind of getting a little bored, and I was. And I was kind of expecting the same this time, but this kind of took a turn, and I like it. So, yeah, we're going to continue on. We'll see what happens, okay? Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.